Good morning, friends. It is a beautiful day out here today. It is going to be super hot today. It's going to be in the mid-90s. Jean has already went out this morning and put more honey supers on about half of our hives. We have 13 out there right now. And he's had to add honey supers to about half of those. Right now he's out here weed eating the fence line. Ugh, that is such a hard job. It is his very least favorite thing to do here on the farm, but he likes to keep our fence lines clean, and about the only way to do it is to weed eat. So he is out there doing it right now. God love him. It is hot, and that is a hard job. This little girl and I are going to visit her cousins and her brother. I've been taking her out there and just letting her hang out with them a little bit and staying out there and watching. Make sure the mamas aren't too mean to her. And she has the best time out there. She just wants to be a goat. In our last video, I talked to you guys about my strategy of one bed at a time, of how I am trying to get a system around here to efficiently and effectively get everything done. There's so much to do, and I know I'm not alone in this. I know there's many of you guys out there that are feeling the overwhelm. You're feeling the stress, you're feeling the anxiety, especially if you're a gardener or a farmer or a homesteader. You understand this time of year is just so overwhelming. So I'm trying to figure out a system around here of how to balance and manage everything on the farm, on the YouTube channel, my business, my family. I'm trying to figure out how to balance and manage everything effectively, successfully, and efficiently. And that is a bit of a task. So the first thing that I do in the morning is I get up and I have my coffee. There is no way I can start my day without my coffee. That's the first thing I do, is I get up and have coffee. Right now, the first thing I do is I get up and I feed a baby goat. Then I get my coffee and read my Bible and write a little bit in my journal. And the writing in my journal is very key to me, because that gets all of my thoughts, all of my emotions out on paper. It's almost like my conversation with God. It's also my prayer time. I write out my prayers. I write out my thoughts, my goals. It's just, my journal gets, everything that's up here gets in my journal. And that just helps me to release all those things that I'm thinking and feeling. So journaling has always been a huge part of my life. And it's always been a part of my everyday since I was a little girl. So I get up, feed my baby goat, have my coffee, my devotion, do a little bit of journaling. Then I try to straighten up the house a little bit. But during this time of year, the house kind of gets neglected until I come in later in the hot part of the day, because I'm trying to get out here before it's 100 degrees out here. So then I go and feed all the animals. I make my animal rounds and take care of all the animals. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Tony. Hey there, little buddy. Hey. These two fight. Annabelle is so mean. She's just mean to everybody. She goes around this pen just fighting with everybody. Hey, Chloe. Good morning. Hey, honey. Annabelle, you need to calm yourself down. Hey, Tony. Hello, boys. Hello, boys. Where's Bobo? Where's Bobo? Here he is. Hey, Bobo. Come on, Tony. I feed the mamas, I get them all situated and preoccupied. I put my little baby girl in here in one of these stalls. I put Tony in here with his own feed, otherwise he don't get feed because the girls are so stinking mean to him. And he does really well with her. They have a little bit of a bond. I think it may be because they're both the outcast around here. Then I go through and start rounding up all the babies, and I put them in here with Tony and little girl here, so they can play and get to know each other. These two are Chloe's. I'm telling you what, a lot of them look alike. There's one that looks just like the little rejected baby, and I have to figure out which is which. The last two. We got so many babies around here. It's hard to tell whose is whose. I have to wait and see which ones go to which mama to figure out who's who around here. Now, here we go. Here's all the babies. There's Chloe's two. Tony. And then all these little wee ones back here. That one, right, her, that's the little rejected baby. And I can't tell which one's Annabelle's. The other three are Honey's, but I can't tell which one was Annabelle's. Anyway, look at her. She's trying to be friends. So right now, I'm just going to leave all the babies and Tony in this stall and let them play for a little bit. I'm going to let the girls finish eating because I also gave them alfalfa pellets. And alfalfa is more protein. It helps with their milk production. But Tony here does not need the alfalfa. In fact, anything that's really, really high in protein like that can be bad for male goats. Jason at Cattywampus told me that it can cause like urinary tract problems and all kinds of issues for male goats if they have a high protein diet. So he told me definitely don't give the boys alfalfa, but the girls, it's good for them. It's good for their milk production. Now, he did also tell me, though, that if you're milking your goats to drink your milk, that you probably don't want to be giving them the alfalfa because it makes the milk have that goaty taste, he said. But we're not going to be milking our goats. We're not going to be saving their milk this year. I just can't add another thing to my list right now. So we're not going to be milking our goats. We're just going to let them just milk their babies, and that's it. So it doesn't matter to me if it has that goaty taste because I'm not going to be drinking it. So I'm giving them the alfalfa to increase their milk production so that they can take better care of their babies. So I'm letting them finish eating up out here, and I'm letting Tony stay in the stall with the babies so he doesn't get the alfalfa, and so that he can get some sweet feed without them harassing the heck out of him. So while they're in there and they're all playing, I am going to go take care of the boys, the chickens, and all the other animals. So what I do is I just bring a bucket of feed here and I pour it in this black bucket right here. Go put my thing back. And just take them a square over here. Kind of hard to do and hold this camera. Lord, I'm covered in it now. And then what I do, ooh, they don't even need that much. They're not eating their hay. It must not be good hay. Dang. I just picked this up. So this is the fun part. The boys, they like to get all over me here. I get my little bucket that I hung up here. All right, come on, boys. Come on. Yep, that I brought over here. And put it in their hay feeder that Jean put up. He got us a hay feeder from Tractor Supply for the boys. We got that put there. And I'll just leave the rest of that on the ground. They'll eat on it today. The girls have plenty of hay. So they're all set up. They've been fed for the day. They've got plenty of hay and plenty of fresh, cool, clean water. Now let's go check on the chickens. Good morning, girls. I hear you, Champ. You're next, buddy. I stopped letting Champ out first because I've got all these baby goats and one can slip by you in a little minute, in a little quick minute. And here's my basket. And I would hate for one of the babies to slip by me and get out and Champ get a hold of it because he just does not play nicely with small animals around here. So, all right, this chicken coop, Jean saw a snake in here the other night and hanging from the rafter up there. And I am so scared of snakes. So I am like super cautious when I walk in here. I did have a hoe right by my door and I was shuffling through the hay and everything because I was scared to death. I don't see one. I don't see one. Okay. Let's feed these girls first. They're starving. All right, let me in, girls. Let me in. Let me in, girls. Check their water. The chickens pretty much have a pretty good little self-watering system. We got this big, what is this? Probably about a 20-gallon, maybe, bucket. And Jean put these little poultry feeders all the way around it. So we fill this up with water. See, they still got water. We fill it up with water and it lasts for probably about a week. So it's nice to have all these waterers already set up. All right, now let's get the eggs. All my beautiful eggs. I love all these different colors of eggs that we get. I want to add some different breeds of chickens. I'm going to get with Jacqueline at Head Family Farm. They have a chicken hatchery. And if y'all haven't seen that tour that I did with them, y'all go check that tour out because they have got so many different kinds of chickens and birds, and they have just got a beautiful little farm. Y'all go check them out. But I'm going to get with her and see about getting some different breeds of chickens in here. Mostly just because I love all the different colored of eggs. She is a broody mama. And this one is over here chewing this one out because she wants in that basket. So funny. Got all these other nesting boxes. Look at her. They have all these other nesting boxes, but yet they want to lay in the one that somebody else is laying in. Funny. Funny, funny girl. Okay, y'all, so the family that has decided to take our little baby girl goat that was rejected by Annabelle is Wes and Angie. Used to be Naked Hog, and now it is Big Farm Small Family. They changed the name of their channel. And I couldn't be happier, y'all, because I know without a shadow of a doubt that Wes and Angie and their children are going to take the best care of this little baby goat. I know they will. I get messages from Angie all the time, and she's telling me about rescuing this dog or rescuing this baby goat. I just know that she is going to have the best home with them. And I knew when I realized I was going to have to raise this baby goat, Angie's the first one that came to my mind, and I knew she was the right person for this baby girl. Let's go check on Gene now, because he is up here weed eating this fence and he's burning up. I am his water caddy today.
You going my way? I need a ride.
You need a ride?
And lemonade or water.
Are you dying up here?
I'm only fourth dead right now.
It's hard, ain't it? You're dragging. So how much have you got done?
I'm done. I'm never doing it again.
You're not? You gonna let it grow up?
Is this one mine or this
No,
is hippie mama?
That's my
I'm not a mama. Well, I'm not gonna go there. But this is mine.
I'll bring you some more water in a few minutes. I'm gonna go over here and let the babies back out now, because the mamas get pretty upset if they can't get to their babies. I hear you. I hear you, Tony. You want out of there, buddy? You want out of there? You want out of there? Huh? You want out of there, man? Okay, come on. Come on, look at all these babies. They're just burning up. God love them. They're burning swap up. Are y'all burning up? All right, where is the little girl? I think that's her right there. I have the hardest time telling who's who apart here. My goodness, you all look alike. They're all so hot. Hey, babies. Hello, babies. You look like Chester. You look just like Chester. So these are Annabelle's here. That's the little rejected girl. And this is her little boy. So they're brother and sister. There's your treat, buddy. So we got Champ this collar, and it's a shock collar, but we've never had to shock him. It's got 3 different things on it. It's got just a beep beep, a vibrate, and a shock. And we've never had to use the shock, just the vibrate, which don't hurt him at all. So we had to get this collar because he is a sneaker, aren't you, buddy? Huh? He likes to go to the neighbor's house and visit their dog. And then he realized if he can go down 2 houses, he can go to the horse farm and chase horses. And that was not good at all. So we got this shock collar, and we've never had to shock him. All we have to do is vibrate him, and he knows. But we've rarely had to do that. All you got to do is put this on him, and he lines up, buddy. So I'm glad we got this collar. This is our 3rd one to try. He has broke 2 of them. I don't know what happened, but they didn't last very long at all. So we got this one, and I'm hoping it's going to last, and it's going to keep working. Keep him here safe with us. Gene he sweats a lot. and he can't drink enough water. He gets completely dehydrated. Last weekend he got dehydrated. Working out in the heat like we do and sweating, and it'll deplete you, and you can get dehydrated super easy, especially if you're not drinking enough water. So I was buying us these Pedialytes, and we would, you know, rehydrate ourselves with those. And then my son Chance, who is in the Air Force, he's an Air Force medic, he told us about this liquid IV. So I got this for Gene last weekend when he got nearly dehydrated. This liquid IV is like a lifesaver.
I'm a small guy, and I can't drink enough water to stay hydrated. And this stuff right here, liquid IV, they have all kind of different flavors, lemon, lime, strawberry, but it's way better than drinking water, even Gatorade. This liquid IV is serious stuff. It really helps me a lot, because when I work out here and get hot, I start getting dazed, confused, and I know I'm getting hot and I've got to hydrate. I understand that, but you also got to work, and I do take breaks sometimes, but when I start getting dizzy, this stuff right here is like, it literally is like putting an IV in my arm. I got another wind going. So I've got to finish this fence line. I started early this morning, but it's tough stuff.
Man, it goes all the way down there past the wood line, way down there.
Yeah, and I got to go past the bees.
Oh, Lord.
The dang bees.
That you made really mad this morning when you got into them.
Yeah, I had to get into bees this morning and check the boxes and make sure we didn't need any boxes on top, and a few of them, about half of them did.
Yeah, that liquid IV saving your life though.
It really is.
It really is. We are so excited to announce to you guys that Liquid IV reached out to us. And if you use our unique link, which will be in the description of the show notes of this video, if you use that special link and you use coupon code Tracy.Britnell, you can get 25% off plus free shipping of anything that you order on their website. And Gene and I highly recommend Liquid IV. My number one priority and goal today is to keep Gene hydrated. After all the animals are taken care of, then I get my harvest basket and I go out to the garden and I take a walk through the whole garden and I try to harvest everything that needs to be harvested for the day. I like to do this early in the morning. I'm a little bit later today because I've been running water back to Gene, and it's Saturday and we've just had a lot going on this morning. But the first thing in my garden I like to do is get out here with my basket and harvest anything that needs to be harvested. I'm letting my lettuce go to seed so I can try to save some lettuce seeds. And it just looks so pretty to me. But look what I got hiding in here. I got some onions. And this is a pet carrier. And actually it's Jason and Lauren's at Cattywampus. They let us borrow it to bring Tony home. So I figured out I'm gonna use it to dry my onions. Works pretty good. It's like the perfect size for the bigger onions. So I think this will work pretty good. They won't mind if I use it for this. This works pretty good. Except the ones that are too little, they fall through, so I just laid them there, but the bigger ones works pretty good. I also just harvested some real pretty purple cabbages. They're not that big, but I wanted to go ahead and take them because they're starting to get messed up out here by the moths and the caterpillars. I've been harvesting calendula every morning, getting a good mini. We got a plate of calendula flowers and I got a basket full of squash and broccoli this morning. I'm still harvesting broccoli. Harvested a few cauliflower, not many. It kind of struggles when it's, well, it does struggle heavily when it gets this hot. It's just not doing well. The green magic broccoli is just kicking. I am still harvesting broccoli. I'm excited about that. I've even actually put some up in the freezer to get us through the summertime. And I'll plant some again this fall when it's cooler. So my Brussels sprouts are starting to form little baby Brussels. So I might actually get some Brussels sprouts this year, maybe. See the little Brussels sprouts starting to form? Maybe I'll get some. I planted a lot of Brussels sprouts this late winter, early spring. They take so long and it's getting so hot, but maybe I'll get some. I've also got potatoes to harvest. I started harvesting some last night, and I'm gonna have a lot, oh, that's a rose. I'm gonna have a lot of potatoes, you guys. I'm excited about them. I'm harvesting some of my potatoes tonight. Got quite a few rows that are ready. These are the red New Orleans. I got a bunch of seed potatoes from hospice around February of this year, and Renee and I put them in the ground and planted them all, and it's been plenty of days and all of the foliage has died back, especially on these two rows, because we planted these first. We planted this bed first. I've got 3 beds of potatoes, about 11 rows of potatoes, and 1 row fills this basket up. So we're going to have a lot of potatoes, a lot, which is good because we eat a lot of potatoes. It is a staple in our diet. Red potatoes, yellow potatoes, white potatoes, sweet potatoes, we eat them all. So I'm excited to have these. We're getting a lot. They did really, really good. Really good this year. This is one of my favorite things to do. Dig potatoes. This never gets old to me. I love this job. It's like finding little treasures. I love it. So then after I harvest the vegetables, then I just go through and I start working on one area at a time whether it be one bed at a time in the potager garden or around the cottage gardens or the animal pens or whatever needs the attention the most. That's what I work on, and I'm just trying to work on it one area at a time. So right now it's summertime and it's already like 90s, mid 90s out here right now. So what I'm trying to make myself do is around noonish or 1ish, go inside until about 4 and work on YouTube, editing YouTube videos, answering comments, putting up vegetables, preserving stuff, straightening up the house, working on my business, all those kind of things. And then I prepare us something for dinner and clean everything up, and then come back out around 6, and we usually work out here till about 8, till dark. And that's usually the best time to be working, is when it's nice and cool in the afternoon. And that's the schedule and strategy that I'm trying to stick with right now. Seems like there's always different little variables that pop into there and make it hard to do, but that's what I'm working towards. Time for a little creek time, cool off. It's hot out here. You love the creek, don't you, buddy?
You went up in the chair?
You try to sit in your lap.
Yeah.
I would love to know how you guys get everything done. How do you do it all? How do you manage your life, your farm, your family, your business? How do you manage your schedules? How do you get everything done? I love to take tips from other people on how other people do things and organize their life. I think we all can just help benefit from each other and get ideas from each other. So y'all put in the comments how y'all get everything done that needs to be done. Making more bean trellises.
How low can you go? How low can you go?
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no!
You broke it.
Boy, I just jumped out here a little time before dark. It's so humid. I got my pajama pants on. Just dig it. But I've got the old traditional hoe, and then I got Tracy to come help me. She fed the goats, but I knew that if we didn't get this hoed, weeds are starting to overtake. The tiller is not really working at this point. I'm not sure what's going on. I hadn't had time to fool with the carburetor, but the weeds are starting to overtake it, so we started to hoe a little bit, and a few of it didn't come up quite good in these 2 rows. So this is kind of the old school way to hoe, you know, and it kind of builds the dirt toward it so that it builds up the root base on the corn or any plant you got, really, so that when it rains, it'll really hit it. I've been watching the Hoss videos on that. I got my eye on that single wheel hoe and its packages they got with the different contraptions, and man, what a tool. But that would be amazing. I'd like to have one of them.
Would you?
I would really like to have one of them.
Are you dropping a hint?
Hint, hint.
Maybe for Father's Day?
Oh yeah, that's coming up. Shoot, I need it now.
I know it. Okay, you guys, thanks for spending the day with us today. God bless you guys, and I will catch y'all on the next video.